the Agents of Fandom podcast. We have a very special exclusive episode today. We're done with the book of Boba Fett. That's in the past. We have a little bit of a content break right now, but it's Valentine's Day and we wanted to do a little something special. So we are joined not only by my co-host Garrett, like I usually am, and so I'll give him a chance to introduce himself and his partner right away, but I'm joined as well with my partner Ava. Ava, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
We are very excited to have the two of you on with us. We are also joined by my co-host Garrett and his partner Nina. How are the two of you doing?
We are so excited, super excited to finally have our partners on. We talk about them a lot to each other, but I'm happy for our fans and our audience to finally get to meet them. So
heck yes. So in podcast form, you're just going to get to hear them. But if you want to watch this on YouTube, it is available there. So make sure you like the video, comment, help us combat the YouTube overlord algorithm that is pushing us down. Help bring us up. Subscribe there. You can also find the Agents of Fandom on all the socials: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and then on Twitter, we are at Agents Fandom. We have a fun episode for you today. We're done with our book of Boba Fett reviews. We are diving into back to some Marvel stuff. So we're going to be talking about the type of couples we relate to. We're going to play some Marvel trivia. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
so
super fun episode today, guys.
Before we get that though, we want to get to know the two of you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Hi, world.
Yeah, tell them a little bit about yourself.
I'm Nina. I'm 27.
Yeah,
28?
you're 27. You're 27.
Once you reach the 90s, I feel like you forget how old you are. You have to have like your partner confirm, like, I'm this old, right?
Yeah, you're this old. You're 27.
I was looking through our calendar today and I was looking at June stuff, and Ava had put TJ's 29th birthday in it for June, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm still only 28. I got a year before that. Good.
My sister just came down and she just turned 30. She came down with her roommate who's 29, who said something about being 29, and my sister like just shot daggers at her out of her eyes, like, oh, you just had to point out that you're 29 and I'm not 29 anymore, right? So we're not there yet, but we're approaching that.
We just watched Tick Tick Boom this week, and the song 3090 is really starting to resonate in my head. It's not only is it an absolute banger, but the words are starting to come to heart a little bit.
Well, we haven't seen it, so
I know I'm not a musical fan.
Oh, it's so good, but like you definitely
brings
have
reality
to be
to me.
a musical fan.
When someone starts singing and I don't know what it is, I think I just have to find that right.
Yeah, we have to skip the Peacemaker intro.
Yeah,
because she doesn't like it.
I mean,
we got to watch it the first time, and I had to just enjoy it.
The choreography is great. I truly do love it, but it takes me out of that reality, and it just makes me think it's like so cheesy. Like,
yeah, you got to be there for the cheesy.
But well, the part that I found so cool was that Andrew Garfield learned to sing for the role. Like he didn't know how to sing in advance. So even if you haven't watched the movie, just Google Andrew Garfield 3090 and just watch him play the piano and sing, because he actually learned to do it for the role, and it's just wild.
Watch, that's gonna be like our new jam for like the rest of 2022.
I think anyone who can learn.
It's an amazing song.
It's great.
Yeah, props
to any pianist out there. I think that's incredible. That's like the greatest hobby that you can like transcend for like generations and make people happy in an instant. So good on him.
You know what? The thing about Tick Tick Boom though is that it's a musical, but it's like aware that it's a musical.
Okay, then maybe that will be good.
Maybe it'd be a good transition.
I tried La La Land, but I think the romance and the dancing and the singing was just like too much. So I think that might be something good.
We'll grab a couple mimosas. We'll give it a go. We'll ride it as long as we can.
It's meta in the sense that they started off by saying like, this is completely a true story except for the parts that the main character made up. And so the whole story is him narrating the stories. So any of the dance and singing numbers are basically like, oh, I need to write a song about this. And it's him in his head writing a song about it as they're doing it.
Interesting.
And so yeah, it's a fun movie.
We'll give it a shot.
Back to what we were talking about. Nina, give us a bit of your like tell us about yourself, but also your fandom journey. What are your favorite movies and superheroes, stuff like that?
Yeah,
Hefty
no, this is a good
question.
question for her though. 'Cause she's got some great
I have
interests.
so many favorites. I obviously love like the female dynamic in the MCU. We want more Captain Marvel. We want more Valkyrie. We want more female representation. Shang-Chi was so great in the female representation. So a lot of those new ones are really like fascinating to me and just.
But you grew up on like
Oh,
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
100%.
Yeah.
My mom is a minority, so we would, well, maybe somebody else perhaps gave us recorded DVDs, and it just happened to land on our doorstep, and so I would watch Spider-Man constantly, and it's like you see people's head in the background in the theater in the DVD, but that was my childhood, watching Tobey Maguire, watching Batman, watching all of those classic Justice League and Teen Titans. Oh, that was my favorite growing up. Teen Titans was my favorite thing.
And then something else that is very cool about her that not a lot of people can say, she has a unique insight into the Disney perspective, because
I maybe have worked for an amusement park / also helped open a giant land that might rhyme with Schmarshmores. And
yeah, so she was
I got to wear Schmarshmortar outfits.
yeah, she was
Resistance.
Are you not allowed to talk about
I
it?
don't know. I mean, I did quit. I just know Disney is like a big.
She used to work at
brand.
Disneyland. So
Yeah.
and
maybe I'm not allowed to say that. I don't know.
I think you're allowed to say
Are you
that. You
allowed?
got to wear cool, Star Wars uniforms
Yeah,
and stuff, and that
definitely-
really
Yeah, definitely met a lot of celebrities, a lot of the MCU, great, fantastic people.
yeah, you worked at Guardians, the
Yes.
Guardians ride for a while. So
Yes.
she's got a unique insight into like the behind the curtains of Disney, and,
Yeah.
and that I think has really helped elevate her fandom as
Oh,
well.
of course. I've met this gentleman who was a Disney engineer, and he worked pretty much like hand with James Gunn. I think his last name is Rhodey, and he has like all these like mega earrings for every ride he's accomplished. And that, if you guys haven't been to Disneyland, there's a elevator drop ride that consists of the Guardians of the Galaxy, and you're trying to break them out from the collector, because the collector have stolen them to display in his like realm of like
His museum.
artifacts and stuff. And so you're trying to break them out, the elevator drops and all that stuff. So we had a lot of training with like the music, great, like Pat Benatar,
The soundtrack,
the Jackson 5,
yeah.
like, it was great stuff. But always been a nerdy Marvel fan, kind of into games like Stardew Valley and like farming games, The Sims, Nintendo. But definitely my favorite all-time superhero would be Spider-Man for sure. He could be anyone under that mask, just like Stan Lee had like said that he could be Black, Asian, young, old. You have no idea who he is. So Spider-Man is my ultimate favorite character in the MCU for sure.
He's mine too, and I appreciate about your shirts. It's the shirts from the Spider-Man the animated series in the 90s, and that was my jam. That's what I grew up on. And it's good that you were talking a lot about female representation, and we're recording this on Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, and one of the things we're hoping for is a Thor Love and Thunder TV spot, and we're going to be getting it with Jane Foster's Thor and more of a Valkyrie look, so that's going to be very exciting. We are hoping to see that later today on Super Bowl Sunday.
More Daisy Johnson.
Maybe more Daisy Johnson. That's something all the four of us can agree on.
Real quick tidbit about these shirts. We met on Tinder, and she was wearing this shirt in one of her pictures, and that was not a big factor, but it was definitely something that was like, oh, that intrigues me about intrigues me about this woman. And when we got together, one of the first things she did was buy me this shirt because I said how much I loved it. So now we thought it would be perfect to just wear the matching shirts for this.
That's a great,
I love it.
fantastic choice. It's so eerie how similar that story is to ours, because we also met on Tinder, and one of the sponsor, perfect timing. Let's plug that in. We're always looking for new sponsors. And one of the things that drew me to her profile was she had a picture where she was cosplaying Captain Marvel.
You cosplay?
Yeah.
Cosplayva.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
what did you
so
cosplay as?
like my dad has always been into comic books, and basically me and my sisters really grew a love for that just from our dad. And like we'd grow up watching Saturday cartoons with our dad, and like watching the Batman animated series was one of the first ones. And I love the art in that. It's so cool. And then watching Justice League was our other huge favorite. And then X-Men. Well, of course, the old one, like the
Yes.
And so we love that
That was
one.
good.
And then what was the other one? Not
X-Men Evolution.
Yeah, X-Men Evolution. Oh my gosh, love X-Men Evolution so much. And we just watched it because we accidentally got hooked up to Disney Plus UK.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, TJ told us that story.
And we were so rattled about it because like the good part about Disney Plus Canada is it has star content. So basically anything on Hulu is also on Disney Plus. So we've had Free Guy, Hit Monkey, MODOK, all of these extra shows that we've been able to watch on there, but we couldn't get it and we were upset. But the one benefit, X-Men Evolution was on Disney Plus UK.
Yeah.
So dope.
I love that you guys have that similar like animation background where you grew up like watching the cartoons and like that's your like base love.
Yeah,
and
just like love it. When I was 4, my dad made me a Wolverine costume.
no way.
And so I sent TJ the picture so he can send it to you guys.
Yes.
But that was like when I started my cosplaying.
That's
like
at
have
such a
that.
young age. That's like the age that like Olympians start to like train.
Yes.
You
I-
have
Yeah, I
like a
just
long
love
history.
it. My
of
dad made it. I love Wolverine. Like Wolverine was my favorite. Like I was a little
my
4-year-old
God.
just
Oh.
loving
This
it.
photo is fantastic.
If I show it to my webcam, will it show up?
I
I'm
think
gonna
it
try.
will.
I
don't
sent
know.
I sent it to the group chat, so hopefully
Oh my
maybe
Look at this,
Ruben
everyone.
maybe Ruben can put up a pic on the screen, but if not, YouTube video viewers, hit the like button for
Yes.
the cute Wolverine.
Oh my god, I love that. I love that. That is
Too cute.
Yeah,
That's
and
a
so,
great
like,
start.
Me and my dad love going to the cons, and like we've been doing that for a couple of years, and we always love like matching our like suits that we're wearing. So
Oh.
if I'm wearing Captain Marvel, he's wearing like Thor or Captain America, and then if he's wearing like Wildcat, I'm wearing Black Canary, so
Oh.
that we can have the same
I
thing
feel
going
like
on.
That happens between like the 4 of us one day. We take our
Yeah.
kids to like Comic Cons and just dress them up.
Oh my gosh, love it.
I'm down.
I've never done any type of cosplaying before, but
Me
she
neither.
doesn't mean she doesn't mean Black Canary, and so I could get some Oliver Queen going.
I could see some Arrow action. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I would love that.
I love it, but I don't like dressing up as villains. For some reason, I'm like, there's enough villains in the world. I don't need to dress up as one too.
Fair enough.
And
Fair
she
enough.
has an anti-villain thing that's one of the very few strains on our relationship. My favorite superhero movie ever, and even though I'm a big Marvel guy, my favorite hero is Spider-Man. The MCU is an absolute godsend for me, but the movie that I view as the best superhero movie is The Dark Knight, and she hates it, and she refuses to watch it with me.
Wow.
Yes. When I was like, I don't know. I must
Wow.
have been like 11 when the Dark Knight came out. And I remember
Mhm.
watching it in the theater, and the moment where I was like, I can't watch this was when the Joker did the magic trick where the pencil disappears.
Damn.
Yeah, and I was 11 and I was like, what is happening? Like, I can't be around this.
I'm a giant like horror film gal, so I
Oh.
love gore. So the moment that happened, I'm like,
She was
"Heath
sucked in."
Ledger, you are an icon.
I was like, this is too much. And my oldest sister came and picked me up from the movie theater, and she took me out for ice cream. And then I was like, I'm not watching this again.
Aw, well, that's understandable.
Yeah, I've watched it one time since, and I was like, that's good.
Oh, I love it. That movie plays in my head every morning to get myself up out of bed.
Well, I'll watch it with you, TJ, and we can
Thank
snuggle
you.
up a
Thank
little
you.
bit, and the girls can go out and have some fun.
Oh yes.
I
Well-
think that it's like, it just speaks to it being really well made. So well made.
Exactly. It
It's
is
too much.
so realistic that it is so like emotionally drawing to you that you're just like, okay, I can't handle that. That's good. And
Yeah,
that's
it's not just like a good superhero
Yeah.
movie. It's a great movie.
great acting. He did such a
Christopher Nolan's
phenomenal
my
job.
favorite
Yeah.
director. So
Director.
Also, I loved Heath Ledger. I love
Amazing.
in like 10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh, yes.
And A Knight's Tale.
Yeah. So to see
Yeah,
him as the
classic.
Joker, I'm like, that's not Heath Ledger.
Oh, I watched him
He
Brokeback Mountain, and that acting was phenomenal.
I can't say that I've seen that, but he is a legend, and he's
Yes.
damn good at what he did.
Should we introduce our babies?
Yeah, go ahead.
We got him. Yeah, we got Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan makes a cameo.
Yes.
Everyone knows
every
Obi-Wan.
podcast.
Everyone knows
Yeah.
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan's the
Sonic's a little camera shy right now. He's upset that we're doing something else, so he's over there.
Okay, we have Winston right here. He's 10 years old.
Oh, our old
half
man.
golden retriever, half cocker spaniel. He comes
Winston!
from my end of the family. Winston.
Winston.
We call him Winnebago, Winnie Boy, anything
Winnie
with
the
a
Bish.
W.
Yeah, pretty much. No, come here.
And Stella is also a rescue.
Stella's camera shy right now too.
She's
She
very
doesn't wanna come
camera
over
shy,
here.
half pit bull, half black lab, and is the cutest. So if you ever see her roaming around,
Yeah.
she's
I rescued her
the
in
biggest
Alabama,
baby.
and
Oh.
yeah, and we've been inseparable ever since. So I wish you weren't shy right now. We'll come say hi to everybody, but since you won't, we will move on.
That was the thing with Obi-Wan. He was never intended to be an adoption. We were fostering him, and then he had lived. He's just over 4 years old now. He lived in the wild for 4 years, and as soon as I met him, it was like he just kind of imprinted on me, and he doesn't like to leave my side ever since. So, yeah, now he's ours forever.
He's attached. He loves
Yeah.
you guys.
He's just a
Exactly.
baby. So
He
needy.
is. We both got giant fluffy babies over here.
Oh, it's so sweet.
And so we have our cute little fur families that were ultimately created from our hopeful future sponsor, Tinder, and how they gathered us all together. And so one of the things we have on the docket for today's Valentine's Day special episode is what Marvel characters need a Tinder profile? Who is in dire need of a Tinder profile, and what can we put on there to help them out? And so I want to start with the two of you, because Garrett, you threw this topic out there, and so I'm hoping you have something cooking. I have a couple ideas, but I want to know who do you got a Tinder profile in mind for?
All right, we got a couple on the list. We got Sam Wilson.
Okay.
We
Yes.
got Bucky Barnes.
That's my first
personal
choice.
pick is Thena. She needs someone to help her, ground her, you know?
Yeah, we figured that would be a fun one to like construct her profile for. Athena. Captain Marvel,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Daredevil.
Are you
Yeah.
allowed to curse on this?
As long as you stay away from the F bombs,
The
we
hard
can,
ones. Yeah.
Hard hitting
stay away
ones.
from the hard ones. We're good. We're
We're
good.
gonna keep it James Gunn in Guardians.
Yeah.
In Guardians.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
PG.
Yeah. Yeah. No
Uh,
Peacemaker, but yes, Guardians.
Yes.
No
We got
Deadpool.
Hulk, Bruce Banner, Zhai Ling from Shang-Chi.
She's successful. She's got her own
Yeah,
fighting.
she's got a fighting ring and an army, so she's most eligible bachelorette, I think.
She's got her
uh,
career ahead.
Yelena, and then Drax.
Ah.
Very
So
nice.
Is that,
very
do,
nice.
Is that? Do we have any more? Do we have any? What do you guys think?
What
Is
do
that
you
a good
got? What do
list?
you got to add?
I got one that I very aggressively think we should do, because I think it would be a lot of fun. I think we should do like 3 to 4,
Yeah.
and I think it'd be a lot of fun. This is something we could get our wizard of a producer Ruben to whip up some pictures of, and we can fire up on the socials so you can tell us what you think. But one that I really want to add is Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Andrew
Ooh.
Garfield's Peter Parker is in dire need after what we learned in No Way Home.
Gwen
He-
Stacy?
He deserves someone. He
He's
deserves.
struggling.
Someone.
He is he needs to find his MJ or his
alone.
Felicia Hardy, because
Yeah.
he hasn't had time for his Peter Parker stuff.
Yeah,
It's time for him to learn.
I like
Hey,
that. I think Wong too would
An
be a fun
emo
one.
skater in his
Wong would be a fun one.
now, he would be totally eligible.
Yeah, he's an eligible bachelor. Okay, so I say we go Andrew Garfield, definitely.
Yeah. I
think
love the
he's good.
Bruce Banner one too, just
Okay.
because I need to keep him away from that. I need to keep him away from that.
I know. I thought about that. We
Sharon.
understand
Sharon Carter.
Yes.
Sharon.
No
Yeah.
more incest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop it now.
Okay, so do we want to break it down to 5? Do we want to pick 5?
I think Bucky Barnes is
Mhm.
100% must.
Definitely, he was
But-
flirty in Winter and the Soldier with what's his face's sister.
Yeah, Sam's sister. He was. a little
Sam's
bit.
Yeah.
sister. He's a little flirty. He's ready to mingle.
He's like almost 100 years old. Like he deserves to settle down. I
Oh,
feel.
yeah.
He
Yes.
deserves to settle down. So
He
we got
deserves
Bucky,
love.
Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man.
You know what's tough about all these like super ridiculously strong women is that it's like who would be good
I
enough?
know. That's why I said when I was like, I want Thena to be on Tinder. I want her to find this perfect man that's gonna like help her, navigate through her trials and tribulations in her mind, but also be there to protect her and ground her.
She needs
But
a.
who is there?
Thena makes sense. That's the tough part about like Carol is like no disrespect to any of the 4 of us, but why would Carol need Tinder? She can fly wherever she wants to go and then just be like, you.
She had
True.
her shot with Valkyrie,
We
and
were
that's
just
it.
we were just listing off like people we figured were single at the moment, but you're definitely not wrong. So I definitely say we skip her. But I think Jai
Well,
Ling's a great
speaking
one, so I
of
wanna do
and
Jai Ling.
speaking of representation as well, this is rumor mills. This is nothing confirmed, but like we could be getting some Carol Danvers and Valkyrie romance in the future, is what I've heard.
Oh yeah,
Are you
I've heard that as
serious?
well a little bit.
You
Yeah,
heard that?
yeah.
I love
I
It
I
could-
don't know if that's like nowhere close to confirmed, but some speculation that I've heard that I think would be cool.
Yeah,
I would love that.
Yeah.
As an LGBTQIA ally, amazing. I would love that.
And
Okay,
it's
so
like they could weave it into such a cool storyline too, where like Thor starts trying to flirt with Carol, and then she goes for Valkyrie instead. Thor gets humbled a little bit. I think it would be awesome.
We love that. I know. Can't wait. Can't wait for that new movie.
All right, so let's settle down our 5 picks.
Okay.
We should have like 2 women probably, or at least.
I like Thena. I think Thena's a great one, just
So do we want
because.
Thena and Jai Ling?
I like Jai Ling. Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay.
So, and then is our 5th Bruce?
Ooh, yes. I think he deserves someone to settle down with.
I want to do Drax too, though. I think that.
I know that'd be so
That would
funny.
be
Drax.
so-
Drax doesn't want another partner. Drax is
Oh,
still.
no,
Drax is gonna fight to the death until he can join his family in the next life.
But it would be
Yeah,
a hilarious
his
Tinder
character is
profile.
developing. I think that he could use a partner.
Okay, when
Maybe
they
we just
were
have
on
to do
the planet
6.
Ego, it felt like him.
And Mantis were getting into something, but then
But is
I
it-
have
I can't-
one condition. I have one condition. This is not Drax's Tinder profile that he made. This is Drax's Tinder profile that Rocket made for him.
okay, yeah, okay, I'm in.
100%.
I'm in.
100%.
Deal.
Okay, I'm in.
The only reason I really wanted to do a Bruce one is just because I feel like there are so many good jokes in there about how, despite him being the Hulk, he's still better with like anger management and having his emotions in check than the average white man.
Oh,
And I just feel like that would be a really good
he's the most
mix in
emotionally
there.
Intelligent out of all these picks, he's the most emotionally intelligent.
Yeah, probably.
Yes, he's got
so.
that regulation down.
Loved one, he's
Yeah.
there.
Ah.
He's in for the long haul.
All right, so who do we want to start with?
I think let's pick 1 or 2 things that are going to be staples for each of the profiles, and then we'll work on them as we create graphics throughout the week.
Okay. Okay,
And
so we don't want
so-
to do that right now. We'll do that together throughout the week.
Exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll make a nice little group chat. We'll make it together, and then we'll get those graphics posted for socials.
Um,
So the staple for Drax is it's going to be made by Rocket, and it's going to be hilarious.
We've got that humor.
yeah.
It's going to be literal, and it's going to be making fun of him while also making him look good. It's going to be fantastic.
Yes. Yes.
For Bruce, we do the anger management thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
He's like this CrossFit bro.
I do like
He's
yoga.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of yoga.
Yeah.
into
What's our main focal point for Xiling?
I mean,
career driven.
yeah, she's an
She
entrepreneur.
needs a man that keeps up, or woman, or
Yeah.
non-binary, someone
Yeah.
that keeps up with her, that is like willing to deal with her like manic episodes. You know what?
And her
You came
intense
home
schedule.
late, I'm gonna throw a knife at you. You're supposed to dodge it.
Okay.
Yeah, a partner,
You
a
know,
life partner, partner in crime.
I'm picturing Xiling has struggled in the past with a character like Gemma Chan's husband in Crazy Rich Asians,
Ooh.
and she needs the opposite of that.
Yes.
She's a boss. She needs somebody who is not intimidated by her success.
Yeah, and who feels secure in themselves.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
And now
Great.
on the other side of things, Thena's gonna need a caregiver.
Yeah.
Thena needs someone who is patient.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But not a
But
pushover.
also- Yeah, also strong.
But also
Yeah.
sensitive enough to be like, hey, you're with me, just like Nat was with Bruce, you know, like, you know, shake my
Calming,
hand, hold
yeah.
my hand type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
Absolutely.
not someone that's gonna replace Gilgamesh, because nobody can take his spot.
Well, I was always, when I was watching The Eternals, I was like, what's the romantic
You
nature
felt
of
there
this
was a romantic
relationship?
connection?
Yeah, I was like, was it friends? Was it, I don't know.
I think it was friends, but I find it
Older
hard.
brother?
I find it
maybe?
hard to believe that they didn't try things at least once in like 10,000 years. Just gonna
Like
throw
there was a
that
lot
out
of
there.
intimacy there, whether it was physical or romantic.
Definitely.
Like
there
they
wasn't-
kissed one time and we're like, oh, maybe we should just stay friends, like kind of thing. I
Could
feel
be,
like
could
over
be.
10,000 years, you gotta you gotta experiment
True.
once.
Yeah.
And they were like, it wasn't right, and then they kind
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, I could see that too. Now, Andrew Garfield, how is he getting back in the game?
He's
Ooh.
the emo skater, dude. He's the
He's
elder
haunted past,
Yes. You want
broken man.
him, you know,
Yes,
you want to be
he's a fixer.
he's gonna take you to those cool, like, you know, dive bars with live bands playing that you're like, wow, this is a
Yeah, the
really
place in
So-
New York you didn't know existed.
So I think we have to headline it with a super cheesy like quote of some kind.
Oh.
yeah. Like he's like, my favorite artist is Van Gogh, you know, like
Yeah.
very like I'm deep.
Long walks on the beach.
Don't let the shadows of your past stop you from seeing the future's light.
Don't let every photo just be black and white.
When convenience is a coincidence, I prefer to call that fate.
Yes.
Convenience
Just
is
a
too
bunch
much
of stuff-
coincidence. I
Just
prefer
a
to call that
bunch of
fate.
stuff like that. And then we're gonna have to extrapolate where we think his career is at right now.
Mm.
He's grinding right now. He doesn't have a lot of time to like mess around, I feel. He's like in the
Maybe-
thick of it.
Maybe he's like a CEO of a graphic art studio, and you know what? He just like divvies like the responsibilities to his employers or
I
employees.
feel like he's like
and he just like
I feel like he's
swings during the day.
I feel like he's not very Peter Parker right now, and he's more like Spider-Man right now.
Mm.
He's
Mhm.
a lab. He's something in a lab to
Lab
pay the
tech.
bills, and then he has his own graphic design blog that he's trying to launch, but he
Online.
just doesn't have time for because he's busy trying to pay the bills and be Spider-Man.
I love
Yes.
that.
Yes.
True. Very
This
true.
is gold.
Yeah. And then finally we have Bucky. And I think that's the one where we go like
He's
long
the guy
walks on
who
the
we found
beach,
when we were on Tinder.
straight chivalry isn't dead.
I
Um,
will open your car door for you.
Oh, 100.
Mhm.
Yes.
I will serve you breakfast
I will-
in the morning.
but
and-
most of all, I would love to take you dancing.
Yeah, like old fashioned, like old
Yes.
man at heart.
I want to ballroom dance with you.
Yes.
Let's go swing dancing.
Yes.
And, like, World War II and put like World War II vet and have like his accomplishments on there.
Wait, we can't put World War II Vic, can we?
Yeah, that's why it's funny.
Rooming.
No, and my gosh. And
Likes
you'll
to-
always be
likes to
safe
play
'cause I
that
I
game.
can't really sleep at night, so I'll always like protect you throughout the night.
Yeah.
Like we'll be safe from burglarizers.
Or is
likes
it
a firm bed because the mattress always feels like a cloud.
Yeah, yeah. All right, I think
I love it.
we've got some toxic characters, some like average characters. I think
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah, I think we did a great job.
We'll
Think-
set their profile up so good that they'll end up just like us.
Yes, they'll find
Exactly.
someone and it'll be successful. like
Obviously, it
us.
worked for us.
They'll be
so-
successful. It'll lead to a long, happy relationship that'll potentially end in marriage. And so our wedding's coming up in August, and I got my groomsmen locked in. She has her bridesmaids locked in, but mine might change a little bit if I could bring in some superheroes, bring in a little superheroes. So if anybody has off the top of their head that they want to start, who would be making their wedding party specifically?
You want to start? You want to start it off?
Me? Okay. Okay. I want someone that could like party, keep up with me, keep the party alive. And I think Yelena would be like, here's a drink. Oh, your drink's empty? Here's a drink.
Yeah.
So she's the drinker, you know? And then I need someone to instigate. I don't want like just like be dancing at the club and just be like, all right, this is what we're gonna do all night. Cool, I guess. So I think Darcy Lewis from Thor would be the instigator.
Fantastic choice.
You know, we're gonna run outside and skinny dip. She'd be the gal.
Let's get some bottles of champagne and just pop them over the club. Yeah, you know? She for sure would be.
So she's the instigator. And last and certainly, definitely not least, we need the dancer, right? You need someone to keep up with you. So Baron Zemo is gonna.
I was gonna say you better not be selecting Baron Zemo as your final
man
bridesmaid.
of honor. I need. What does he do? Like he just fairy. You know, I need him right there.
If there is ever a episode that our viewers are going to be wanting to watch on YouTube as opposed to listening in podcast form, this is the one.
At dancing, I'm not the greatest.
Yes,
Baron Zemo would be a fantastic partner on the dance floor.
Yeah, I think that's a fire list. So we're gonna go groups of 3. Is that chill? That's
like
that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
How many do you guys have for your wedding?
In real life or
in real life?
In real life, like how many bridesmaids and groomsmen do you guys have?
5.
Yeah, I think so. Well, it's a different situation too because you have your nieces.
Yeah, my nieces are junior bridesmaids.
And so yeah, it's a fluid situation, just like the fluid that Garrett down that mimosa there.
Yeah. BRB guys, I gotta go refill.
Okay, so what would your bridesmaids be? Who do you think?
Okay, I feel like I don't have good reasons for them. Like, I don't think it's well thought through. It's just where my heart is.
The vibe is just, that's all you need.
Yeah. I feel like the wedding planner, not in the bridal party.
Yeah.
I want Pepper Potts planning my wedding.
Great choice.
Mark would slip in like a little like Cartier bracelet for you.
He'd make some kind of prima nocta joke again.
Oh my God, she'd be on it 100%. She'd be there for the caterers 100%.
Yes.
And I mean, hopefully they'd help fund it a little bit too.
Of course.
You toss some money my way, toss some money your way. Okay, my next choice is Katie.
Oh, she would be like the perfect person. She'd be like, "Are you okay? Do you need anything?"
Like, okay, so just Shang-Chi, Katie, because I think she is caring, great friend, but also fun as hell.
Yes, 100%.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, so Katie, Gamora.
You think so? You don't think she'd be like standing there like?
I think as soon as that pelvic sorcery gets going, she'll be like, all right.
She did dance with Peter right before their first kiss. So I feel like she'd be like, okay, I like
she was a good dancer.
Anytime you're out with the girls and some creepy guys start hitting on you, you'd have her sword would be at their throats immediately.
I feel like Gamora would have a knife to someone's throat and be like, you're gonna buy us all shots of alcohol right now because it's my friend's wedding.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's the kind of support I need.
Pick Pepper Potts, Katie, and her last pick.
Katie's fun.
Yeah.
Katie's fun. You guys are doing karaoke all day.
Yeah, exactly. We had our engagement party was a karaoke party.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
It was fantastic. Yeah.
All right, the boys.
And so, okay, so one thing I'm wondering is I want to throw some honorable mentions for
Ooh.
the two of you. I'm surprised I thought Carol would be in there for yours, just because I feel like you guys would vibe really well.
I think I definitely have a crush on Carol, but I don't think that she needs to be in the wedding party.
Oh,
I'd have things to worry about, I
Okay.
guess.
Okay.
But then and the
You don't
other
want someone to
problem,
object to the
yeah, the other problem with Carol is she could just be flying away at any moment's notice and
She's
be like,
busy
I got
lady.
stuff to do.
So I
See ya.
gotta go.
No, that would bring Gamora down.
They-
She'd be
they have my
"Oh,
number."
Look out.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's a good point. And I want another honorable mention, I think should be Mantis.
I was thinking about that with like the mood. Like maybe she could like calm down the crazies and like amp up the sleepies.
Drank too much. Go to sleep.
Yeah, maybe.
You chill. You're cut off.
That's a great point. Garrett, what about you?
All right. So I got Kingo on mine.
Yeah, of
Okay.
course.
Kingo on mine, because he's just gonna party like it's 1937 India. And you know,
Was there
That's-
big parties in 1937?
yeah, I
India?
mean, when you're a Bollywood star, you know, I feel like he was at the top of the caste system
It's always
probably
a
his
party
whole
in
life.
Bollywood.
Like
He's gonna make the production so well for you.
yeah,
guys.
he's
True.
like my dancer. I feel
The
like he's
bachelor
definitely
party
gonna like. I
is
want
gonna
him
be
to.
living.
I want him to choreograph like a Bollywood number that he performs at my bachelor
Bachelor,
party.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So Kingo.
Good call.
I gotta have Tony Stark in there because he's just
Same
the,
reason she picked Peppa Pie.
yeah, he's just the plug. Like he's just gonna provide
The
everything.
baller.
Yeah, and he also knows how to party. Like that's
Yeah.
he knows how to party, and I'm gonna make him party like before he was a superhero. Back when he was irresponsible.
Yeah.
He first meets Romanoff.
No Iron Man tonight. Like even though before that, like in the 90s.
Like
oh,
Iron Man 2 when people are throwing
the
fruit in the
flashback
air.
when it's the flashback and he's got that like I want that like no Iron Man
no.
tonight, dude. You no responsibilities, but you're gonna party. And that's the Tony I want. And then I'm gonna have Party Thor
I was gonna say.
as my third guy because you know we're going to Asgard. We're partying in Asgard. Asgard is gonna be lit because Party Thor is lit. And yeah, we could go to Vegas. We could go to other planets.
To
We
Miami.
could go, and he's just gonna be. We're gonna have a week-long bachelor party, and it's gonna be intergalactic.
Yes.
So
Love
it's
it.
all about
Perfect.
a fun squad that has the like resources to do whatever the heck we want and enjoy the hell out of it.
All great choices, and I'm happy you didn't steal any of mine either.
Me too.
And
Me
so-
too.
Ooh,
The
I was
first one,
scared.
the first one was a tough choice between two, and I think ultimately, yeah, no, I'm switching at the last second. I'm
Ooh.
going with Sam Wilson.
Okay.
Okay.
And the
Okay,
reason I'm
that's
going with
good.
the reason I'm going with Sam Wilson, and I was torn between him and Bucky,
Yeah.
because I need somebody with me to the end of the line. You know,
Yeah,
like I
you
need
that,
somebody
like,
who's
one
going to be
bud
there.
That's like your best pal. It's like
And
you like.
both
True.
of them have that trait of just like I will follow my man to the end of the line. But I just feel like I'm picturing them talking about Trouble Man and him telling Steve about the Marvin Gaye record, and
Marvin Gaye, yeah.
and then he's out of line, but he's right. Like I trust Sam's music taste more than Bucky's.
That's fair. So Sam's got the
100%.
aux. Sam's got the aux cord.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay,
he's in charge of
fair,
Oxford. for
Fair.
sure.
That's fair.
So-
the vibes are gonna come out strong. That's
Yeah.
a good pick.
Second, I need my guy in the chair. I'm going with Ned.
That's
I'm
great.
going with Ned.
Gonna hang out
Ned-
with a high schooler.
He's gonna be older by then.
True.
By
He's already in
August?
college.
He's gonna
Yeah,
be
he's,
older
he's
by
in
August.
college.
Okay, he's in
He's
college.
in college.
You're right. You're correct.
He's in
Who's Peter
college.
Parker?
Yeah.
Exactly.
but
Fireman?
He needs a best friend now,
What are we
right?
wearing?
Exactly. And so yeah, Ned will be my guy in the chair. He's
think
gonna
he'll keep
organize
going.
things. He's gonna
Yeah.
set things up, and he's gonna borrow Wong's sling ring and get us anywhere we need to go.
Yes.
Nice. That's a good
And
pick.
for third, I'm actually taking it outside of the MCU.
What?
and I am going with Chris Evans, Human Torch. He's gonna be bringing all the model entertainment in. He's gonna be driving
more gals. He'll be like, "Hey, partner with us."
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna be flying us in spaceships, on
Going
motorbikes,
on mountain snowy jacuzzis, hot tubs.
Do you guys
Anywhere
watch
you
The
want.
Office?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you know when Dwight gets to shoot those bazookas? I feel like Chris Evans' version of the X-Men guy.
The Human
Fantastic
Four.
Yeah, what did I say? Fantastic?
You said X-Men.
X-Men.
Fantastic Four.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I'm the worst with celebrity names.
No, you knew it. You
But
just mix it up. Yeah.
I think he would do that for you. He's like, here's a bazooka, shoot it off into
Shoot
the
the
middle, and you
bazooka.
have so much fun.
Yeah, you'd be like, all right, well,
Yeah.
bazooka's not gonna.
It would
shoot
just
us
be
off,
like
I
you're
guess.
playing like you're skeet shooting, except you just throw stuff in the air and he throws fireballs at it.
Oh,
Exactly.
Dope.
He'd
He'd be the kind of,
like
like-
Ned opens a portal so something is dropping from the sky,
Target.
and then yeah.
Yeah, the Human Torch would be the kind of guy at a party. He'd always be like, you only get married once, man. Like, just
Yes,
do
he
it.
that person.
Yeah, that's a good pick. And multiverse, so
Yeah.
All of it.
yeah, it's fine.
And
Party Thor.
so I don't like being put in a box. I don't like being
Definitely not.
restricted to rules. So that's why I'm going outside of the MCU. But also I'm gonna keep picking. I'm not done. I'm not done. I like to add surprises to the show. It makes things more fun. And so I'm going not so much for my MCU wedding, but I'm curious if Garrett, you just would like to be one of my groomsmen for my actual wedding.
Are you kidding right now?
I am dead serious.
Did you just do that right now on the podcast?
I did just do that right now on the
Oh
podcast.
my gosh. What do you think, kids? I say yes? I think I should say yes. I think I should say yeah. Wow, dude. I am so honored and flustered and
You'll be crying.
yeah, 100%. Yes, I am honored. Yes, thank you so much.
Oh,
Good. I'm honored to have you. I mean, we obviously haven't known each other forever, but we
no,
talk for
viewers,
hours
they are, like,
every
so
day.
amazing.
Wow,
You guys, on and off screen, I mean, we are like the testament to like them off screen, and their dynamic and their relationship is just exactly what you see on screen. It's not fake. They are the most incredible duo that have met from two different countries, you know? You
I
guys
had to further entice him to come down from Cali all the way to Canada.
wow.
coming to Canada. Eh?
We're going.
Yeah, coming to Canada. Eh?
Oh my gosh. I'm blown away. Thank you so much, dude. I'm honored. Both of you. I'm honored. And we'll be there in August.
Yay!
Good.
We'll be the best bachelor part. We'll be exactly what you guys just described.
Yeah, we'll do that for you guys.
We'll
We're gonna
be
bring
there.
hype to the wedding.
I don't know about
in
the Tony
spades.
Stark pepper pot.
Yeah, we
thing.
don't have the financial means resources, but we have
Yeah.
the party Thor vibes and the
Yeah,
hero
everyone
Yeah.
would be like,
vibes
who are
and-
those people?
I'm your Gamora. If anyone steps on you, there's just like
Yeah.
She's scary when she's
Nice.
mad. I
Nice to
can
the throat.
tell you from experience.
And
Wow.
that's gonna be tough to segue out of, but I
Yeah,
just
that's
figured
really
that was
tough
a
to
perfect
segue out of.
that was a perfect
Congratulations.
opportunity, and
Thank you so
I
much,
couldn't not
dude.
do it.
groomsmen,
Of course.
the groom, the bride being beautiful with their Obi-Wan.
I'm
Yeah.
Sleepy
blown
baby
away.
here.
Thank you so much, man.
Of course, absolutely. And so while I'm looking forward to our double date that we're gonna have in the future.
That's a good segue.
That's a good I love a segue. What MCU couples, whether they're currently together or you want them to be together, who's a double date that you would love to go on with?
Ooh, that's tough. There's like there's a lot of couples in the MCU, really, but there are also a lot of duos, dynamic duos.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I think we have a couple written down, and we also planned out like kind of the date that we're gonna do with them also.
Yeah.
So
Ooh, I like it.
do you want to switch it up a little bit? Do you think
Yeah.
that we should add a dynamic duo instead of one of these? Because ours are both couples. like
Well, first,
outright romantic couples.
Well, we'll say an honorable mention
Okay.
for sure. Okay, but our first pick, it's got to be Loki and Sylvie because we're just gonna wreak havoc.
Yeah, we're like very mischievous like them, and so I feel like
We like to have a good time. We don't take jokes too seriously.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're on our level.
Yeah, for sure. And
I
we're
like
gonna
it.
do like some punked stuff and like prank people.
Immediately start a TV series, punked new version, and just punk every other MCU character.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's our
I
date.
love it.
And then the other one that we had planned, we were gonna go on an axe throwing date with Mac and Yo-Yo from Agents of Shield.
Very nice.
Amazing.
He's got the shotgun axe.
Yes,
And
and
so
then
he's-
she's so fast.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, and they're really, really cool and like
Yes.
witty and fun and like sassy, and we're like very like that to each other as well, like sarcastic and
Yes.
and
They would
joke
get our
around each
vibe.
other, and so those are the two that we had pre-written down.
Love it. Love it.
How about you guys?
Do you have anything off the top of your head?
When you said axe throwing, I was sure you were going to say Thor and Jane.
That would be good too.
No, he would just destroy us. Like
Yeah.
at least
He
Mac
destroyed
has-
the board.
I feel like Thor would be cocky, be like, "Are you gonna buy another round if I make this shot?" And then it's like, "Well, of
You're
course
like,
you're
but
gonna
you
make this
drink it in
shot."
a second. Like
Yeah.
Doctor Strange could refill your mug, and you're just downing it like it's no thing. So also, they don't serve mead here.
We are going to have a games night with Yelena and Kate Bishop.
Ah, yes.
That would be the perfect duo because they're
Great
so
duo.
competitive, but you'd have to wear a helmet or something just in case someone throws something at you.
Yes. 'Cause
And
the
their
extra rage with them, like-
chemistry was amazing. We don't know that it's only platonic.
True.
True. I'd say an honorable mention. We haven't reviewed this yet, but personally, I would like the Punisher and Deborah. What's her Karen?
Karen.
They're not like
Interesting.
they're like a family esque because they're not romantically together,
Yeah,
they're
no.
platonically together. But I think like if you once you mentioned the whole game night, I feel like they would be fun.
I don't
Because
know. I feel like
Punisher would get mad and and Karen would be like, okay, you need to
you need to chill
you need to
out,
take a-
buddy.
you
Like,
need to take a walk.
he's got a shotgun. Like, oh, he's like,
But I think he'd be so funny, like the way he
no,
is
he's a
with
good dad.
Lieberman.
He's a good dad, and
I think
and what
game
they show
night
of the
would,
show.
with the Punisher and Karen would kind of be really funny, or the Punisher and Daredevil, or even
Daredevil. He's blind. You're
I
gonna
know.
play game night with a blind man? No, he would probably low key.
Yes.
He'd destroy
He'd
everyone.
win the game night.
And so I want to do something with May and Coulson, but what would we do?
That would be so perfect.
I would love
Museum.
that. You know what? I was also thinking, I don't know if it would be an enjoyable date, but I'd love to see the dynamic up close of Aunt May and Happy, and like having a game night.
But I feel like
Yeah,
that'd
and you
be,
know when
gossip.
like in a couple where it's like you can tell one couple's not doing well, and the
Exactly.
other couple's just like, are you
Yeah, you're
okay?
You hear what he just said there?
Yeah, those are awkward situations.
And they're like trying to not to fight, but they totally are like wanting to fight about whatever stupid thing is happening
yeah.
on like the game night or whatever.
But like one of them is like, we're in public, like stop. We'll
Yeah.
deal with this. We'll deal with this later. But the other one is like ready to go right now. I don't care. We're in public. I'm ready
He
to
was
go.
like, does your boyfriend want anything to drink? She's like, he's not my boyfriend.
Yikes.
And May would be like, he's not my boyfriend.
He's not my boyfriend. We had some differences.
We just
I think obviously for me, in my heart of hearts, if I could go on a double date with my sweetheart here and Tom Holland and Zendaya, or Peter Parker and MJ Watson, like honestly,
That's
either of
good.
them.
That's
Either of them.
cute.
we love Uncharted and I love Euphoria. So if it was Tom Holland and Zendaya, that'd be the perfect date.
Yeah,
I
that's
think he
amazing.
definitely won that round.
That's a great pick.
That's
yeah.
a definitely good round.
Hey, you can't tell them that. Don't tell them
Sorry.
that.
So now Nina has been kidnapped. And Garrett, I need you to select one hero without knowing who the villain is. One hero to save
Has to be a
that
hero.
you want to track her down to save her.
Has to be a hero.
Yeah, because I'm going somewhere else with it after.
Okay. I'm gonna pick Tony Stark.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick Tony Stark because he can
Give us your reason.
Yeah, because he can pretty much get anywhere in the world like fairly quickly. He's got very advanced AI tech. He could like scan buildings. He could ask Jarvis to like search the web for last known location of this. Could scan like evidence, I feel, at the crime scene, and really find and rescue with haste. So I'm gonna go with Tony Stark. Yeah,
I like it.
What about you? If someone steals
So-
Ava, who are you calling?
If somebody steals Ava, I feel like, I don't know why, but it wouldn't be a techie person wouldn't be able to help out. You know, like she's not getting kidnapped by a billionaire supervillain. She's gonna be somewhere like in the woods or at sea or in a cave. I don't know.
Who
So
is kidnapping her?
I don't know, but
Henry.
You have a worse arch nemesis than me?
maybe. But the person I'm going to get to save her is going to be Wolverine.
I was thinking Wolverine.
I knew you would want to be saved by Wolverine.
Wow. That was cute. That was a cute little interaction.
That was cute. Meant to be.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, now you're
Wolverine's a
making me
tracker,
questioning.
And he's gonna
making
slice
me-
off the bad guys.
Yeah. Nina, who's saving Garrett?
You really made me question my answer.
What were you
I
gonna
didn't
say?
think about the fact that I'm on my own after that point. So maybe a tech guy isn't good. But I think with my dynamic and this person's dynamic, it could work. And I know you'll be worried for your life the entire time.
Yeah, because
I would feel comforted if I'm like, if I see Tony Stark and Garrett arrive, I'm like, "Whew, all right,
good.
I'm saved. It's good. But if you saw me walking up with this person, I think you'd be like 50-50.
yeah,
I'd
I
make it
don't
up.
honestly don't
Who
even know if I
is it?
give the odds that high because I feel like you guys have a great strategy going into, the plan, and then neither of you can execute the strategy.
Execute it. The execution, that's where it gets. But I would say Lieberman from The Punisher because he checks people's walks. Like he found the
He- like
Punisher
the-
just because the way he walks.
The gate recognition.
Yes, like he can technically find Garrett wherever in the world, and that would help me. But then after that point,
But what if I get kidnapped by like an alien or like someone takes me like to space? Then we're just screwed.
but he was just so like he personally knows what it's like to lose a loved one, his wife, his
Yeah.
kids, and like to like be away. So I feel like emotionally he'll pull through to help me,
He'll do
but
it.
physically, will me and Lieberman go ahead and be able to save you? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think so. For fun fact for everyone listening,
No, are you gonna?
we were watching the Book of Boba Fett a couple weeks ago.
Ava hasn't seen the finale yet.
It's
We
not
just-
the finale. Not the finale.
Did we watch it yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh wow, we watched it yesterday. Never mind.
Oh yeah, I'm about to.
He's gonna rat me
I'm
out.
about
but
to.
I don't know.
I'm
what
not gonna
to do.
rat you out, but yeah, I'm gonna
Throw me under the
make
bus?
fun of you a little
Oh
bit.
God.
So we're watching the Book of Boba Fett, and Luke is training Grogu in the ways of the Force, and he's like, "Hey, buddy, do me a little favor. I want to give me a little jump. Give me a little jumpy poo." And Grogu tries to jump, but he like barely lifts off the ground.
So cute.
Adorable moment. That's what she looks like when she jumps. She jumps like, I swear to God, this much off the ground. Maybe if you guys are looking on YouTube, it's a very small amount.
Maybe a centimeter.
I'll give you like half an inch.
Okay.
I'll give you half an inch. And she told me that I can't jump, and I was like, this is a long time ago. And I was like, that's a lie. That's I don't understand how physically
He
you just like
wrestled,
can't
he's gonna
jump, you know?
her.
And then she jumped, and she's like, I'm like, you're joking. That like try harder. Like actually try to jump now this time.
It's gravity. Like, how can I push myself?
Her
off of
legs
the
just like
ground?
aren't strong
Like,
enough. Like I don't under she literally
that concept doesn't register with me. How do you? Okay, First of all, if you're watching on podcast, I'm about 95 pounds. My arms are about the size
Soaking
of a
wet.
toothpick.
Yeah, she's
So
tiny.
I'm really tiny. So the fact that like someone can like make weight off their body and push off of the ground and like launch themselves is like not a concept I'll
I
ever
don't know.
grasp
I feel
ever
like there's
because
other 95-pound
I
people
have
that
no,
can
I have no
jump.
calves. I have no like leverage.
That's
I just
hilarious.
sink to the bottom.
Yeah. So anyway, she can't jump. So if her and
This
Lieberman jump to save
conversation-
me,
This
I'm-
conversation sounds like Thor trying to explain to Korg how he flies with his hammer. You pulled the hammer off, and it doesn't make sense to Korg. And like this is you trying to explain jumping to Nina.
Yeah. Well, the point of it is I just feel not great about my odds
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
into this situation. If she
Regardless
pulls
of-
up with Lieberman.
We need someone who can jump.
But where do I
Yes.
begin? You know, so I feel like Lieberman, he's still my pick. I'm sorry. I
Okay.
think he's technically there for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
We're
I
on the
die.
right
I
mindset.
think I don't come
I think
out
I
of this.
die.
Yeah, he's dead. He's-
Who's saving me, babe?
It depends what is the scenario.
But you don't know.
I think obviously the safest choice is to just get the most powerful of them all. And that to me would be Captain Marvel.
I thought you were
Okay.
Scarlet Witch.
I think
But how would she find me?
well, she knows a lot of people throughout the galaxy.
She'll have to use her shield contacts.
I feel like
Sure.
her job,
Or-
right? She leaves the movie and she's like, I'm just gonna go and help people. And
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's like
where
on
is
a
she
more
going?
big scale, I feel. So
Yeah.
he means like, how would you
Saying like,
actually
what if
find-
I'm in a cave?
I feel like she uses her shield contacts with Nick Fury, and Nick Fury
Okay.
helps her
Okay.
out.
I don't know. She's also been old. Old.
You really strung me up the
Sometimes
drive.
Around for a while.
I just think he's so smart for finding.
Now this is where I want to bring the villains in.
Ooh.
We are no longer friends.
No.
You have to team up with a villain to take us out.
Oh no.
Who's it going to be?
Friends off.
I mean,
And then are going to rebuttal by choosing the hero to save us, and vice versa. But it's only one. You can't choose a team. You can only choose one on one.
Villain.
I mean, I feel I just pick Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet and just it's
No gauntlets and stuff. Just like a person.
Okay, to be more fun, not pick Thanos, I'd have to say
What if they died already in a movie?
you can
That's
pick,
fine.
That's fine.
Anybody.
Multiverse.
Yeah.
Even outside, it can be just all of Marvel.
I feel like this person is maybe not like they don't have like powers per se. They're not the strongest person I could pick, but I'm going Killmonger.
That was my
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going Killmonger.
That was my first
Mm.
answer till I asked if they're alive or dead is okay.
Yeah, I think Killmonger is gonna be.
So
He's
who do
cool.
we want to save us from Killmonger? We
I
could
use
go
what if. I could
obvious.
use what if Killmonger.
Ooh.
We could go obvious and go Black Panther,
Or
but I feel
T'Challa.
like we just want to we want to do something different, you know?
Yeah, you gotta do something different.
So in the meantime, while we're thinking of who's going to save us, you're going to have to be saved from Doctor Doom.
Oh. Okay.
What do you think?
No, that's fine.
You got a better one?
No. My
That's
heart
a
was
pretty
just
hefty
saying
villain compared to
Magneto.
Yeah.
Killmonger, dude.
Yeah.
This is why I always beat you in drafts.
Well, if you're doing that, then I just rescind my pick and go Thanos.
You can't. A card laid is a card played. You took your finger off the piece.
I was
I don't
gonna
know,
say,
man. I feel like
I was gonna
that's.
say Magneto.
That's a good one too.
I feel Magneto is much better, much more fair.
Let's go with Magneto.
We're going with Magneto then.
Okay, I feel like that's much more fair.
A villain that would save us?
No hero.
No,
that's it.
hero is going to save the day for you.
Ooh. From Killmonger?
No,
Or
they're
their-
picking Killmonger. We're trying to pick one for Magneto.
Okay, Magneto. Yeah. I agree.
Better.
All right, we're ready.
Okay.
Does
who you-
Killmonger know geometry?
Probably. but he doesn't have webs.
We pick who did I just say?
Now I forgot. Oh no.
We pick Scarlet Witch.
Oh, we were just gonna. That's who we were just gonna say
He was
too.
like, no, let's change it to Scarlet
We pick
Witch.
Scarlet Witch. I feel like we get Scarlet Witch.
You get the you have the right to it.
Yeah, we have
Familial
familial ties.
ties.
We have
Yes.
personal vendettas going up against us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or he might manipulate her.
Or she might just rid the world of mutants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
House of M, just try it out.
All right, well, yeah, we're gonna just go with Doc Strange, and he's just gonna swoop in there and just put Killmonger in some kind of
Little web thing.
yeah.
Like a
some
magic.
dungeon.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if we pick like what if Killmonger, then you just pick Strange Supreme anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Strange Supreme was
Yeah.
great.
But I just felt like that was a cool villain to work with, you know.
Yeah.
I like Michael B. Jordan a lot, and Killmonger is one of my favorite villains in the MCU. Just the way, like,
100%. His acting was
yeah.
great.
Yeah. It's always when like the villain, you 100% understand where they're coming from. That it's like, that's a wonderful
that's
villain.
the best one. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
like, you're like kind of crappy for doing this, but I kind of get it, bro. I just maybe wouldn't take it that far.
Yeah.
Which again, like with Magneto, is like,
Yes.
I understand where you're coming from, but you just did it the wrong way.
It's very true. And so on the note of Doctor Strange and Wanda, we're recording this, like we said, on Super Bowl Sunday. We're hoping to get more TV spots for some of these shows today. Maybe Thor Love and Thunder, maybe Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, maybe Obi-Wan Kenobi. We don't know yet. And so we will still be recording and releasing a show on Thursday, as we always do. Hopefully, we're going to be talking a little bit about the future of the Star Wars universe, as well as breaking down all the new trailers and TV spots we get here on Super Bowl Sunday. So we're going to finish things off with some trivia, but before we get to that, I want to know, what MCU couple do the two of you see yourself most like?
All right. We have a couple options, but we're going to go outright with just the strongest, best one. Fitz and Simmons from Agents of Fandom. They will do anything for each other throughout any timeline, throughout any pocket reality, throughout any computer framework dimension. And that is how I feel about you. And that's how you feel about me. And they always find a way to make it work, even throughout all the obstacles that are presented to them throughout all the season. And it's too many obstacles that they're presented with, let's just say.
We're not as intelligent as they are.
Yeah, obviously we're not. Like,
I think like our relationship, we've always been best friends. And I feel like if I hadn't met Garrett on Tinder, I think we'd be best friends. And I think
if we met
inevitably, date. And I think that's how they are. And I think they like are a solid group of people who just want to push each other to be better. And I feel like a lot of other MCU characters that are together, like Wanda and Vision, they are like, in their own way, perfect for each other, but also they just don't describe that dynamic between us where we're really good friends. And I think Fitz and Simmons really does do that.
Yeah.
I love it.
And their marriage, their whole wedding scene was just
that's
like
one of the best
beautiful.
scenes.
Crying for like hours.
Yeah.
I love that.
You guys?
What about you, babe? Do you have any you think?
Yeah, we're obviously Cap and Sharon.
Oh,
Come on, gross.
I've been Sharon. Is that what you just said?
Obviously. That's it. That's the one.
Come on.
That is so funny.
I see you guys as like Bobby and what's his face?
No,
And-
they're way
No,
less.
without
we're
the
the
divorce.
opposite.
Without the divorce,
They're way less
they're
toxic.
So like we
We're so vanilla.
we
You look
basically
like
never
Bobby,
fight.
though. Does she not? She looks
Yeah,
like Bobby.
yeah,
If you had blonde hair, you'd look like
Little
Bobby.
bit.
I can see
Little
that.
bit.
Yeah.
No, we're so vanilla. Like we're not very interesting. Like we need to.
That's
pick,
not true at
like-
all. That's not true at all. That everyone listening, don't listen to that. It's not true. They're both very interesting.
But we're biracial. Just kidding.
Oh wow. That wasn't a
Yup.
so she's indigenous.
I'm indigenous.
Oh, you
Yeah.
are?
Yeah, just very
biracial.
white
Tell us
passing.
your culture.
I'm Mitchif. So like originally back 100 years ago, it was
Indigenous,
like half European, half First Nations.
Yeah, see, they're biracial as well,
See,
yeah.
you should have said that in the beginning, homegirl. We love that here. Represent.
Yeah, that's right.
And I feel maybe I guess just like after Endgames, Peggy and Cap, like, all right, we feel like we've done the things we need to do. Now we just want to chill.
Yeah, I feel like you would definitely time travel, like, and just go live the rest of your life like in the past to be with Ava. 100%.
Heck yes, I would.
Yeah.
That's a great pick.
You guys have that classic timeless love.
Yes. Yes.
And we're like the dorky kids.
Yeah.
Like the immature ones. You're the ones that are taking us out to dinner, and you guys are like, "Are they okay?" And we're just like,
That's perfect though. I think both of our picks are perfectly describe us.
Yeah, I like those.
They're fantastic picks. Now let's hit with some trivia.
Yeah, let's do it.
Now, hold on. I got to see where the answer
Got me a
page
drink.
is on here.
There you go.
I can get it. Is it at the back of
You
the...
don't need the answer page. You run
Well,
a
just
Marvel podcast.
just to have his.
Well, yeah, just so that we can get confirm if we're correct or not.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, they're all right there. Okay, perfect. See if we can find any more difficult ones here.
Oh, I don't know. It's a good one.
Okay. In what year was Iron Man 3 released?
2012. It's 2013.
2013.
2013.
You're so close.
I said that before we said the answer. That sucks. All right. Damn.
What is... Oh, sorry. Yeah, there is 4 options too.
I feel like that's too easy.
Multiple
though.
choice.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, we're not gonna give. We won't look at the options.
It's too easy then.
Although, no, that's too easy too.
Oh, I wouldn't know that one.
Yeah, I wouldn't either until I saw
It was.
I
What
saw the
is
options.
Red Skull's real name?
I'm not gonna answer. I'm not gonna. I know this one, but I'm just gonna see if you don't know it. So we'll see. Star-Lord.
Me?
Yeah, Star-Lord named his ship after which 1980s television star?
Dang.
Alyssa Milano.
He's asking.
It was for
her.
Ava.
I said, dang.
Come on.
Literally why
That's
I
good
hate
though. I
you.
did not
wasn't
know
looking.
that.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't looking. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Okay, this is a question for us because I didn't see the answer.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
To which song does Baby Groot dance to at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy?
Is it the Jackson 5 one?
I think it's the Jackson 5 one. There is a Jackson 5.
I think
Jackson
it's-
5
yeah,
I Want You Back
Back.
is on there.
By Jackson 5.
And it's correct.
Noise.
I was saying that in my head. too.
Okay.
All right.
Which of the following is Fandrel's signature weapon?
Who?
Fandrel.
He's one of Thor's friends,
Like one of his like.
like Sif and.
Yes. Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Is it a claymore, a flail, a rapier, or a scimitar?
Bro, what?
These questions are just wow. I'll give you a different one. Anna Boden and who directed the Captain Marvel movie?
Oh, it's a dude. It's like a girl guy duo, but I don't know his name.
Jon Favreau, Ryan Fleck, Shane Black.
Ryan Fleck.
Ryan Fleck is the correct answer. All right.
Give me the options there. That was
Final question for us.
okay.
Robert Downey Jr. portrays the character Iron Man. In what year was the actor born? 1955, 60, 65, or 70?
Oh, do you think he's right now?
I think 65 would make sense. So that would make him 57.
My parents were 50. They were born in 71.
Yeah.
Did you mean 65?
No, I said I think he's born in 1965.
Which would make him.
57, turning 58.
Yeah, that's your
59, I think. My mom's about to
What are we
say.
saying?
1965.
That's good. That's good. That's good deduction skills right there.
Thank you. Thank you. Like Sherlock Holmes, aka Robert Downey Jr., we were
AKA
able,
Benedict Cumberbatch.
yes, we were able to deduce that one. We're big Sherlock Holmes fans. And so to conclude the episode, I want to thank both of our partners so much for joining us. Thank you, Ava. Thank you, Nina. This was so much fun.
Thanks for having us. We really appreciate it that you love us this much to include us into your personal career life.
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
wanted
Yeah,
to.
this was fun. Thank you.
I'm so glad we finally have the chance to like spotlight you guys, because you guys both mean so much to us, and I'm sure I speak for you, TJ. I don't want to for sure speak for you, but I have a feeling. But Nina drives me every day and every week to do the best I can on the podcast, and is my biggest supporter. And sometimes I feel like I couldn't do it without her. So thank you so much, and I'm glad to finally be able to give you the props and the thanks that you deserve for everyone to hear it. So thank you. And I'm sure Ava does the same for you as well.
You absolutely can speak for me in that sentiment. It's 100% true. And thank you to all of our listeners as well. If you're listening to this in podcast form, thank you so much. You might want to check this one out on YouTube as well, though, because we had a lot of fun stuff in video form for this one. And so if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you click the like button. You find us on any of the socials: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, at Agents Fandom on Twitter. We have a giveaway going on right now. We're giving away those 2 Spider-Man variant comic books. You can check out Twitter. All you have to do is make sure you're following at Agents Fandom and you like and retweet the post. It is still on our page. You can find it. We will be announcing that winner on Thursday's show. If you want to have a few extra entries in there, give you a better chance to win, go over to Apple Podcasts, put a 5-star rating, and write us a nice little review. It'll greatly increase your chances, and almost nobody ever does it. So you get 10 free entries just by doing it like that. Nice and easy.
And you know what? Go ahead and check out our new website as well while you're at it, because we have some new articles and stuff that we've all been working on, and
It looks fantastic.
Ruben's done a great job. I helped a little bit. TJ did most if not all the content. So yeah, go check it out, drive some site traffic for us, and we appreciate you guys all so much for supporting us throughout all of this and listening every week and hanging out and supporting.
Absolutely. And the website, agentsoffandom.com, we put a brand new article up there. It's I had an exclusive conversation with Chukwudi Iwuji from Peacemaker, and I got to talk to him about his relationship with James Gunn, his time with Peacemaker, his upcoming role in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So you can check that out on agentsoffandom.com. Thank you so much for listening. That'll be it from us this week. Peace.
Peace.
Yay!